Again, my name is Quill Will, and I am signing in from my wonderful co-host, my brothers in arms. We got Avatar slang. You can't say the slang without ang. I got it. There you go.
You did.
No hesitation. No effort. Just rolled right off the tongue. It took only 6 months, but that's okay. And we got Prosecco Mike, Moolah Mike, Mike Money, Mikey Rose.
Always praise to the Most High. Mary are two sisters, and none of their names is Mary. And the only Tony Starks I acknowledge is Ghostface Killer. But at the end of the day, speaking of Killer, I want to give thanks and praise to Killer Mike for shipping me my sodas, Crypto-Cola and Blood Pop. If you've never seen Trigger Warning with Killer Mike on Netflix, please watch it and go to the episode where the Crips and Bloods make their own sodas. Support black businesses, by the way. And yeah, that was my intro.
Oh, I need to tell y'all what I'm drinking. Hawaiian
Sip?
volcanic water.
Oh.
Mike's face be like, what?
Only water I drink is Poland Spring.
So plain sometimes.
Mike came up on Schuylkill Punch. He know better.
Yep.
And I have.
But I got Pinot Grigio.
And I have
The Rock juice.
Dwayne Johnson, Terramana Tequila, and
At least the tequila,
some margarita mix. So we're just having.
at least the tequila is more real than his job was.
Almost said that.
I'm not going to talk about professional wrestling. Listen, it was predetermined. Everything you saw was real. It's just the outcomes are predetermined.
That's fake then, Quill. You like?
No, it's not fake. It's jumping off a 30-foot ladder onto the padding fake.
That's not what we're talking about.
Real.
Just like that, he's the stuntman.
Yeah.
No, the shit hurts.
Well, yeah, seeing my chair hurts. That doesn't mean like what?
I'm pretty sure Queen Latifah faking getting shot in the car on Set It Off hurt. She's still alive. She still was on Just Right.
No. Have y'all ever seen Sid Vicious break his leg wrestling?
No. I've seen Mr. Marcus fuck with his hat on.
Anyway, I've seen the breakdown in certain WWE movies.
Y'all not gonna slander professional wrestling on my watch.
That's not slander. We're telling the truth.
It's not fake. It's scripted. It's predetermined. But the actual action itself,
you can go to Disney World and meet Mickey Mouse. That's not really him.
You know what? Since wrestling is not fake, but it's predetermined.
I can't believe
I'm not black. I'm African.
That don't even correlate.
That means he's prehistoric.
What?
I'm not black. I'm African. What I'm saying is being black and being African is the same thing.
Power to the people. I believe him.
Oh, I'm not gonna let y'all disparage.
You're not gonna defend men in thongs, man. Come on.
Wow.
You're defending
you know what?
thongs and saying it's real.
You know what? Let's not do this right now. We're gonna have this argument. It's only gonna take 5 minutes again. So.
Wait, is Hugh Hefner still alive?
No, he's dead. He's been dead.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Oh wow. I would say R.I.P., but he been resting in peace. So.
Wow.
So.
I think we're gonna start today on football. Let's see, the Saints took a loss last night to the Raiders.
Oh, you're going to start with my team. Yeah. We took a loss. After the first quarter, we just couldn't get it going. I hate to say it, and I think I might be, saying it too early, but Breeze looks like a 42-year-old guy out there.
Well, there's no Thomas last night, right?
Yeah, no Thomas.
He's actually out for probably the next 3-4 weeks, so month, basically. We just couldn't get it going after the second quarter. It was just one of those games. The Raiders had it. They had the momentum once the second quarter came, and they came out after the first half into the second half still on fire. So it was what it was. I went to sleep afterwards.
They say that quarterbacks typically, like when they get old, there's no progressively getting worse. It's just like they're good until they're not good anymore.
Yeah, like when Wild D Coyote just stepped off the ledge. It's just
exactly. Actually.
no,
No,
I was serious.
that's perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
you're serious?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect analogy. They literally just fall off a cliff. The numbers show that there's no gradual progression. Or regression. They just become bad.
The only one who's proven that wrong is Brady. Not wrong, but the only one who's fighting against it.
Oh well, Brady. They're fighting against it now. Brady is not the quarterback he was 5
But
years.
it was gradual though. It wasn't like Wile E. Coyote.
Right.
Because
Peyton Manning is one of those ones. He just got bad, but then he was hurt too. The neck thing really did kind of screw him
But
over.
I mean, that's a part of being old. The injuries linger longer.
That's true too. That is true. Speaking of injuries, our quarterback, even though he was not hurt, I think it might affect his mentality and his mindset. Carson Wentz did not turn in a good performance against the Rams. He was not very good. I don't think he was bad either, outside of the interception. I thought his decision making was pretty good all game. He did miss some throws. People had this misconception that a quarterback is supposed to make every single throw. Quarterbacks are not going to make every single throw. It happens. But I don't know what's going on down there at the NovaCare complex. The coaches aren't putting. The coach had a better game plan, but if you know you have a quarterback that's been top 5 the last few years and passing outside of the pocket, and you're not designing rollouts, you're not getting them on the move to make plays out there, that's not necessarily putting your guy in position to succeed. So there's a host of things going on down there with the Eagles. The defense was shit. You can't keep turning the ball over. They had 3 again on Sunday. The one pick really didn't matter at the end. It's just a combination of things. The Eagles collectively are bad right now. People are talking about, oh, let's play Jalen Hurts. Let's play Jalen Hurts. It's been 2 weeks. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, question.
Yes.
Aren't the Rams just better than the Eagles?
Not necessarily.
I don't know.
The Rams have been inconsistent the last couple of years, outside of after the Super Bowl run, and then
that was only 1 year, Quill.
What? 2
They
years?
only missed
2 years.
Nah, they went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They went 9-7, just like the Eagles did last year.
Well, I mean, they were up
in
and
the
down
better division.
They were up and down, but also
were we not? We don't draft good, so it shows.
Also, Doug Peterson has owned McVay. Like the couple times that they've played each other, he's beaten them both times pretty soundly. So there was thinking that
he owns McVay and we own and Sean Payton owns your boy.
Yeah. You would think that that it would be a good performance because they played really well against the Rams the last few times they played each other, but it just didn't happen. I mean, the defense was bad. Carson was average, and you're not paying $30 million to get an average play out of a quarterback. I think he'll get better.
When they trade him.
No.
Damn it.
I'm not trying to be funny. The way that we draft, he's gonna be better once he puts on a different uniform.
Well, doesn't that happen? We cut guys. LJ Fort, a linebacker, because we don't have any linebackers. We cut LJ Fort, and he's playing damn near Pro Bowl level. You got one of the guys we let go. He went to Arizona, linebacker, Hicks, and he's fucking playing well. So
he was always good. He just was always injured.
Yeah, it's crazy how the Eagles
get injured again.
Either let people go too soon, or they don't put them in positions to succeed, and it shows. It really does show. Like these linebackers we have now are I wouldn't say practice squad level. They are special team level players, which isn't really very good in the NFL. But and then you look at Carson. Carson will improve. It's funny. Like I don't think these people really watch college game or pay attention to the scouts.
No,
we have a
why
lot
would
of
we do that? We're not Southern.
They have a lot of casual. There's a lot of casuals who don't know their quarterback that they're begging for got benched for another.
Oh, I see what your point.
Not only did he get
So what, Jalen?
Yeah, he got benched for not being able to make decisions throwing the ball down the field. He got benched for a lack of accuracy. The same things they're complaining about Carson about. They're saying, "Oh, let's put in Hurts. Let's see what he can do." Do you not know he has the same problems that you're complaining now about? But it'll be okay because he's a rookie. They just want somebody new.
But does that matter in the pros, even though that happened in college?
Yes, absolutely.
Because the DBs are even better now.
Yep, the DBs are better, and he has questionable arm strength. On his scouting report, the scouting report will tell you questionable arm strength, lacks accuracy at times due to mechanics. They say he's a tough guy. He doesn't turn the ball over fumbling, but he's not the most accurate quarterback, and he's not going to beat you down the field.
Want to know why? Oh, go ahead, Mike.
But did they know Gardner Minshew was going to be what he is?
You know, this.
Looking back, his report looks better.
But
like what? I see what you're saying, but let me reinforce what Quill said.
Throw him out there.
That's true.
I'm not saying give up on Wentz. For real.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. But to what Quill is saying,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah. It's good for the audience. Mm-hmm. I get that, but it's like as a fan, you know what you see. Not a fan, as an analyst, Quill's point is actually very I love picking on his points, but he's actually on point with this one. Jalen Hurts looks shaky. He's gaining points off of familiarity because he's a name, kind of like how the people in our group have been saying Paul George is a name, so we keep holding out hope for him. Mm-hmm. Jalen Hurts was a name. He was a big deal. So that goes to Quill's point of, oh, well, people don't watch college, but they know Jalen Hurts. That sounds good. Mm-hmm. But, those are, big red flags. You're not accurate and you don't have arm strength. It's well, usually you have one or the other to cover up one of those weaknesses. You don't have both. That's like being a point guard that can't shoot or dribble.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's so compared to Lamar Jackson, Lamar has a ton of arm strength. He has a cannon, mm-hmm. but he had accuracy concerns. He doesn't have that in the pros because they limit the amount he throws. They limit what he throws. They really did a great job of tailoring their offense to his strengths. Look at what Hoodie is doing for Cam Newton in New England right now. Belichick got him playing some great ball, and he tailored his offense to match the strengths of his quarterback. So now there's people. Go ahead.
Maybe the Eagles just didn't tailor their offense to match Carson Wentz.
That's what Cole was saying earlier.
That's the point to be made because
I'm just making it known that that's what he's saying. I know that's what he's saying, but somebody might not know that.
People bring up Nick Foles, and they're like, "Oh, well, Nick Foles did this and Nick Foles did that." Doug changed elements of the offense to do what Nick Foles was good at: the RPOs, those quick decision dropbacks, easy, making it happen. I'm not saying that to let Carson off the hook because he has not been good the first two games, but to fail to understand, the deeper, the calls, the game plan, the installs and stuff like that, that all comes down to Peterson, who calls the plays. It's not good enough either.
So you think the Eagles' problem is personnel and defense?
Personnel, defense. I think Carson has been a large part of the problem with them losing the first two games. Statistics show and the odds show that he will bounce back. I mean, he's not a guy that's ever thrown a ton of interceptions. He had the second lowest interception percentage in history of the NFL coming into this season. He's historically not going to be that guy. He does fumble. He'll bounce back. He'll regress to his norm, which I expect.
Y'all play Cincinnati next, right?
Yeah, and that's not a given, even though they've won, even though they're 0-2 as well. But I like Burrow.
He can't lose Cincinnati.
No, they can't because then they got Baltimore, and then they got Pittsburgh. They got some tough games coming up after that. So the season is in jeopardy. Speaking of in jeopardy
already,
it is
where it started.
Because speaking of in jeopardy, fucking Coach Quinn for the Falcons, his job needs to be fired. You can't be giving up. I watched the end of that game, and I'm sitting there like, how? How did you let Dallas come back and win that game?
Because, like you said, bad coaching. No, bad scheming, bad coaching, bad everything, and you shouldn't even have made it on a team plane. They should have booked you a flight on Frontier and sent you to Albuquerque.
Yikes!
They were up 20 to go coach Willie Beeman's franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They should have sent them to Albuquerque. I mean, fuck the Falcons and the Cowboys, to be honest with you. But you know, that game could have ended in a tie for all I fucking cared. But you know, the Cowboys got their Super Bowl of the season with that win.
Man.
So all their fans are excited for this week, and next week they'll be ready to cut off their shirts and run around and look like Zeke Elliott when they cutting their heads off because they lost to the next opponent that they're playing, whoever they play. It'll probably be a loss.
Typically, after emotional wins like that, there's always bound for a letdown.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Dak Ascot back there hiking the ball and he's handing it off to Ugly Wanda from In Living Color, you know, what else can you do?
Goodness. Are you a Cowboys hater or are you just
No. I just know Wanda when I see her. And they got Mike Geronimo handing him the ball.
So, all right. I had a question, but that threw me off.
It's okay. Y'all gonna beat Cincinnati, and then we play Green Bay Packers on Sunday night. Probably the last time we'll see a Breeze Rodgers showdown. I wanted to go to the game, but I watch it from the comfort of my couch. You know, hopefully Breeze doesn't look 42. He actually looks like he's 39 or 38. Hopefully.
I think he needs time to look younger.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see. Closing up, I guess the last thing, ton of injuries week 2. A lot of guys went down.
Yeah. All the Bosas went down. Everybody
Drew
went
Lock
down
from Denver. Yep. Was it Buckner and Bosa and then the Drew
Saquon Barkley.
Lock. Saquon's out for the year.
Yeah. Randy Jackson, Latoya
Devontae
Jackson.
Adams got hurt, but his isn't as bad.
McCaffrey's out for about a month.
Yeah.
So I know Mike and I, and I guess Slang too, we spoke about these injuries, these soft tissue injuries, especially for football. You would think, you know, with training camp being adjusted, there no OTAs, no mini camps, no preseason, no time to really ramp up your body. You're gonna see these injuries. This was a freakish week.
Yeah, because these aren't even Charmin-like tissue injuries. These are those Walmart, when you wipe your butt with them, they make your ass bleed type tissue injuries. This isn't the Bears bouncing up and down on your TV screen, y'all. This is not those type of injuries, those tissues. I mean, the tissue in your TCL, ACL, TLC, you know, all those ligaments and ligaments and all that stuff.
You could have really just said MCL, man.
Yeah, MCL, MCM, MGM, you know,
RCA.
You know, when all that happens, man,
MCI.
just throw on some BDK and call it a day. Ain't no half stepping.
Moving on, because clearly that is ridiculous.
Go vote.
Yeah, go vote. We haven't talked about that at all.
Make sure you register to vote.
If you
Might
haven't,
as well transition to that then.
yeah. If you haven't, get your ass registered to vote. It's not hard. It's everywhere. It's on every social media platform.
Oh my God.
Everywhere. Like, do it.
It's on public transportation.
They
now.
told me to vote on Pornhub. Come on. They asked me, was I registered?
They did.
They did.
I also received that message.
Continue.
You guys are sick.
I'm taking my allergy medicine. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Allergies aren't sickness. You know what? I'm not falling to that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It could be.
No, like science already says it's not.
Who cares about science? We're the Common Sense Podcast.
Trump, our logo is literally a chemistry element.
All I know is zinc.
Speaking of people who don't believe in science, Trump
Doesn't believe in anything but his damn self. Fuck him.
There we go. He banned TikTok from both Apple and Android.
Take it away, because I thought it was called Tick. Take it right away.
That was a money move, wasn't it? You think?
I read that, but the info wasn't as apparent as I thought it'd be. All they did was report the fact that they did.
National security with the information and stuff like that. He wanted ultimately, for people who don't know, he wanted an American company. He wanted them to sell to an American company.
Why? Oh, well, I know why. He wants the American jobs here and all that.
He wants the jobs here. He wants to be able to have his thumb on something. You know what I mean? Just to keep just for, I guess, for better oversight. You know, get those jobs here. It makes it look good.
So right now, he's messing with that part of the economy because people make money off of TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Like pushes their brands forward. Like financial experts and marketing experts tell people to embrace TikTok if their brand aligns with it.
Do you expect the bigot to understand that?
No.
Okay. I'm just
no. I don't expect them. I don't expect anything out of them. I just need to get that fact out there because I had some dumbass girl tell me. By the way, she's a leftist, so I was really disappointed in her.
Dumbass female.
What did I call her?
You called her a girl.
She's a girl. So she said, "Oh, it's good because we don't want our kids watching stuff on TikTok." I'm like, why did you put out TikTok and not YouTube? You're weird.
Yeah.
So basically the point is I needed people to understand why I thought it was bad and why I think it's just bad overall. Like, but yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about TikTok because I didn't even post my first video on there yet. So maybe I'm being selfish. Wait, Mike, you're supposed to do your whole videos on there. So now we can't do that for a little bit.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow.
Well, we can't even post on there yet because it's already banned.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
It's not your fault. No one would sell it.
Yeah.
Because Trump banned it.
Well, that's why we got Instagram Reel.
Yeah, we're going to just put it on Instagram Reel. We got content coming for y'all.
Yeah, we got a lot of content coming for y'all.
Content. Segments. Speaking of segments, what kind of segments would the folk like? Let us know. Like what would y'all like us to see? Yeah. What would y'all like to see from us? I should put it like that. I'm gonna tell
y'all should write to us. We're on Instagram. You can even hit us up individually and see, send us some topics, some things. Just don't send us pictures. No one wants to see you with your mask on. That's why you're required to wear a mask, because no one wants to see you without your mask on because you look terrible.
Wow.
Okay.
The mask is saving some people. I'm so sorry, but I have to say the mask is saving some people because you were ugly before the mask. So some of y'all actually look better because some of y'all got nice eyes. So you actually look better under your mask.
Wow.
And that was my PSA for the day.
Okay.
You really took it there.
I don't want to stay on politics too long.
No.
But I do want to point out that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed.
Yeah, man. May she rest in peace.
That has more of an implication than this election. I saw, matter of fact, one of your good friend Michael that you blocked on Facebook had posted. He said he would.
The one I know?
No, you don't know.
Okay.
He said he would trade a Trump victory for that being a conservative replacing her, because that would have that's a lifetime seat. Mm-hmm. So that would have a more long-lasting effect than Trump winning the office again. If he got a conservative seat in there, major decisions that affect this country that go to the Supreme Court will be affected long from now. Mm-hmm. So it's very important that we get somebody in there that's qualified.
They're all technically qualified, which is
they're all qualified, but it just depends on.
It's about their alliances.
Yes, yeah, it is about their alliances. I'd rather like somebody in the middle, but you're never gonna get.
Well, she started in the middle. Ginsburg started in the middle, but as politics started to shift right, she looked like she was more left.
So that'll be interesting to see how that battle unfolds before the election, because conservatives are trying to push that through because they realize that will determine so much, even if they lose control of the House or no, it's the Senate that they have. Which one is the one they have control of?
I lost track.
They don't have control of no damn house. They can't even control my damn house. They're taking away our mailboxes. They can't even control our cities. Fuck them.
This is also true.
That's a great way to close, actually.
Hey, Mike, you better be careful. You know they send the secret cops in and snatch people off the streets.
Yeah, man. And you know what? This is why wherever Medea's living, I need to go there. At least she got shotguns and shit, and she'll cook me food. At least I'll feel safe with Medea.
Get the strap.
They have guns everywhere, Mike.
Huh?
They have guns in every state.
No, I want to be with Medea, though. I want to be with a 6'3" woman that her brother was just like her. And she slept with Mr. Brown and had Carl.
Those movies are terrible.
Oh, very terrible. Well, let's end on this though. You can't raise your children as your parents raised you, because your parents raised you in a world that doesn't exist anymore. Next topic.
Okay, I'll take it.
That was a tidbit that I wrote down today.
Did you really?
I did. I think of those things that I post on Facebook, and I post them the next day.
Oh, okay. Well, they're usually pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool, you can learn from him.
You talk about Kanye real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, but which part of Kanye? Like he's been going on and on. So let's hold in on the tweet. The Mace thing was pretty funny.
Yeah, the Mace thing was funny. Because there wasn't an apology at all, and that was very Kanye.
He's proud to apologize.
Here's my thing with Kanye. I don't know if you really mean well, because your actions show different than what you tweet. So I can't really say he means what he says, because he's the type to say one thing in text messages and be totally different in person. So I really don't know. I really don't have an opinion, because I'm at the point where Kanye is, you're going to have to show me, because I'm out. I'm out really on it. And it's like, you're going to have to show me this is what you really want to do. This is what you really want to strive for. You know, the unification of all artists, and give every artist their masters back. And he seems to know what happened to other people that fought for their masters and the masters of others. Because, quick example, how Michael Jackson got his masters was a conversation with Paul McCartney. Is that his name, from the Beatles? He was saying that he wanted to buy the masters back from the Beatles because they had no ownership. And when Michael negotiated his deal to get his masters back, he also got the Beatles deal. Fast forward, he also ended up getting half of 50% of this publishing company, who also owned like Little Richard and people like that. And Michael Jackson owned that, but then gave Little Richard all his masters back. I think at one point Michael Jackson owned Beyonce's publishing, because he owned half of what Sony owned. So whatever Sony owned half of, Michael Jackson owned the other half. And that's way too much power for someone who just dances around on the stage in their eyes. So, you know, that was just a quick story, just to fast forward to see what Kanye is trying to do. Basically, you're trying to free all the slaves. That's a bad example for Kanye, because of his slave remarks. But
no, tell everyone what he said, because people give Kanye a pass in the spirit of overcorrection.
He said slavery was a choice, but guess what, Kanye? You signing all them contracts was a choice also. So, I get that you're trying to be Harriet Tubman, and you're trying to, walk everybody under this underground
No, he's
railroad.
trying to be Charlamagne's donkey today.
Well, he's been that a couple times. I wish him the best of luck. It's going to be hard. It's not going to happen overnight. But I don't know the agenda. Are you doing this for everybody, or are you doing this because you want your stuff back? And to get your stuff back, you have to threaten that everybody is going to fall through with your biggest plan. I just don't know with Kanye. I really don't. He's like the cousin that curses you out when he's drunk, and then the next day he says, "Oh, cuz, I'm so sorry," just for him to turn around and do it again.
Oh man, that's actually pretty true.
I don't know.
I want better for Kanye, but at this point, just don't know.
I don't actually care.
Oh, we're off that then. Let's stay on music.
Big thing was going on. What's unfolding out here in the world? Slangers, man.
Uh-oh.
Wasulu Jacko, also known as Lupe Fiasco.
Uh-oh.
What?
Slangers go.
I'm gonna let Slang take the lead on this. What's up?
I don't know. I don't gotta take the lead on this because I don't even care.
Damn it! What do you care about? Why
What
are
do
we
you
here?
care
We
about?
care about nothing.
I mean, because I don't think people care to absorb what like he is. So it's like it's like with verses or these battles or anything. You only win because the public says you win.
Well, tell the people that maybe aren't aware of what happened. Just give a quick synopsis of what happened.
Lupe saw a hip hop blog share a question, I believe it was, of like who's the better lyricist, Lupe or Kendrick, and Lupe caught wind of it and did a quoted retweet saying, Lupe is ... something along those lines.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That punch.
Well, then he got dragged on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't see the dragon.
And that's why he had to come out with this response. He said, "Is he a better lyricist than me? No." This is Lupe saying this. Does he make better songs than me? Yes. Do I think Control was redacted? No. Am I jealous of K. Dot? No. Do I personally give him props on the Chicago stage? Blah blah blah. Say he's the crown for getting the next? Yes. Is this on camera? Yes. None of that matters. In my own words, once again, you are bitches. I love me some K. Dot. Okay, we don't care about that, Lupe. Here's the thing. Now we're at the point that TDE they run together, and Punch has come out, and basically he is inviting Lupe to the dance on Kendrick's behalf. It seems like but we know Punch raps too. But it seems like via Punch's Twitter to rap fans, you're inviting Lupe to the dance because Lupe threw himself out there as a better lyricist, which I agree that he's a better lyricist. How about you guys, real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it seems like he's inviting Lupe to a duel to prove that he's a better lyricist than Kendrick Lamar. You guys' thoughts on that?
Sure. I mean, this is a warrior sport. At the end of the day, it's competitive, and it's good. It's good for the sport.
This is what hip hop is.
I was just looking at the Rock the Bells with Ice-T and LL Cool J, and they were saying they're much past the beef stuff and anything they had was over. But as an artist, as a rapper, you kind of had to have your nemesis, and they were each other's nemesis. Mm-hmm. And I, like I said, you iron. He said iron sharpens iron. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the sport of hip hop. For somebody who they both are critically acclaimed artists. It's not like it's one-sided. This is two incredible rappers potentially going at it. Now, popularity-wise, Kendrick is going to win no matter what, unless he
He's gonna
just.
win the popular vote.
Oh yeah, he'll win the popular vote, and in this day and age, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting to see. I wonder if Lupe takes the initiative and drops the first bomb.
I don't think he should,
Why not?
because he's done that before, and Kendrick didn't respond.
I was telling you guys in pre-production that I think this is a lose-lose for Lupe, period. Because from what Quill said, we're in the realm of public opinion and public popularity's opinion, and the more popular person wins regardless. I mean, I'm hearing 23-year-olds running around saying that Lil Uzi Vert is the greatest rapper of all time because he's popular.
But pause. That's for different reasons and different standards than what, because they go by like vibes and like sound now.
Mm-hmm. And
so,
and that's another thing why they're going to pick Kendrick, because Lupe, and I gave the example in pre-production that it's kind of like Drake versus Joe Budden all over again. Mm-hmm. Joe came with lyrics. He came with bars. When all Drake did was say, "Pump it up." I pump it up. And to everybody, he won because he said that on a song when French asked Tana. And, you know, everybody just said, oh, well, the biggest artist in the world got you and this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, he didn't really say anything. But people respect, you know, how big you are versus how much of a good rapper you are. Because otherwise, Absol and Big Crit would be the two biggest rappers out right now. Mm-hmm. If people respected bars.
That try hard.
I was about to get on it, Quill, about that. Quill, you need help. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it short.
Sci-Hi the Prince would be top 3.
Sci-Hi would be top 3.
Royce would be one of the greatest to ever do it. If people respected bars, but we don't really respect bars as much as we say in hip-hop.
Derek, Absol is a try hard. There's no.
We're not changing the subject, Quill.
There's no other way to put it.
I just gave an example of a guy who has lyrics.
He has lyrics, Quill. That's all Mike said.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, I'll give more of my opinion. It's Lupe. And I'm gonna say to your popularity point, Pusha T did well against Drake, so maybe we just gotta worry about the people who care. It's like how you don't talk sports with everybody; you talk sports with people who semi-care or care.
Well, Pusha T is established. Pusha T is established, and he has longevity. He's an OG at this point. He's been around 20 years.
Lupe is in that weird realm of is he an OG? Is he just the old man screaming at clouds? To us, he's different. Mm-hmm. Like to us, he's a revered MC that you don't bark up that tree. But to someone who's 23, the casual 23-year-old, I'm not talking about the guy that I like to mention on this pod, but I don't know if he listens to him. Ty.
He likes them. He likes them both.
Okay. Well, I'm saying like someone that's his age, that's a casual. I wouldn't call him a casual because he like Slick Rick and people like that. So they probably don't look at Lupe the way that we do.
So you know what? Let's get back into our demographic then. Let's forget about the casuals then. Because at the end of the day, we are on a podcast, so people listening to us aren't really casual.
Absolutely.
So let's argue that fan base. How do you think that goes with them?
Lupe wins.
Okay.
Because he's going to drop an 8-minute song of straight bars. He's going to have substance. They're going to know everything that he said. He's going to say it very elegant. Can't say the word.
Eloquent. Yeah, because I couldn't say
it. Yes. And he's going to bar him to death. This is just my guess, hypothetical. It might not even ever happen. Shit. And he's going to win. No, it just is what it is. Like he said, Kendrick might make a better record. he might make a better song, but Lupe is going to come with bars, and it's just plain and simple. It's really no argument.
Kendrick will address him in a random song, and it'll be like he addressed Drake in King Kunta. He'll get like a random 2 bars. He was like, I swore I wouldn't tell. But most of y'all sharing bars, like he got to buy the bunk in a 2-man cell. 2-man cell. So it's just I don't think Kendrick's gonna fully address him.
Okay.
But I think he'll get a liner. He'll get a line or two.
He has to respect his pen too much to fully address him. He knows. He knows how to walk up that tree.
Okay, I'll ask this question to Quill since you're being a mayor again. You're not even a mayor anymore. I'm the mayor. You're the governor.
Damn it.
Police chief. No, because police chiefs are evil. They're not even evil. That's a union thing. We're not getting back to politics. Anyway.
Am I a janitor?
What?
Am I a janitor?
Anyway. Oh, I see what you're doing. We're not doing this. Governor Quill.
Damn it.
If, remember this hypothetical, because we don't know what's going to happen. If Lupe and Kendrick make tracks, who wins? Since you're caping for Kendrick low-key.
Just hypothetical based upon their talent level and everything we know of them as artists, right? Just because it's kind of hard to
as opposed to what?
It's kind of hard to judge it without hearing it. Like if you don't hear it, like it's kind of
well, as a projection. Well, we're a podcast. We project things.
Projection wise,
like who do you think will win? Mike just said it. I love this. Because you barred me up when I said I couldn't remember lyrics. You can't even give me a person between 2 rappers that you know are hot. You answer these questions every day when Mike posts the memes in the group.
He doesn't want to because he loves both. This is what Quill does when he loves both people. He doesn't want to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered that weird airspace where Quill doesn't want to answer the question and he wants us to defer to something else. And he wishes that we change the subject so he doesn't have to answer the question at all. But guess what? We're not moving on until he answers the question. So Quill, please answer the question.
I'm mad that this man just rapped me like that to the entire public.
We have been friends way too long. We are damn near best friends. We talk almost every day. No, we are best friends. It's not damn near. So yes, I'm gonna read you to the public like that.
So, well, because I feel like if I say what I feel like I say,
he's not gonna pick. He's not gonna pick. He's not gonna.
If I say what I feel like Slanger is just not going to be happy with that answer.
I don't actually care because I'm used to your disappointment anyway. So just pick one, man.
I got Kendrick.
You're predictable. Why did you just start with that?
See,
you know what? You brought that soliloquy to yourself. What Mike just gave you, you brought it to yourself. You should have started with Kendrick.
No, because I had to genuinely think about it. That's not.
I don't think you thought about it.
That's not an easy question. That's not easy. That's not an easy.
But then again, Mike also listened to my thesis of me saying Cole is the best lyricist. That's hard because there's a lot. But you remember that thesis I had a couple months ago when I said Cole has the best lyrical resume. You looked at it and you was like, well, Kendrick makes good music. I was like, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's because Cole loves him also.
He loves bringing up King Kunta and DNA.
That's his shit.
DNA. That's my shit.
So finish off so Sanger can pick his.
No, I got Kendrick. And it's not a route, not by a route. I don't know. It's like Kendrick tends to rise to the occasion, and he can create a moment. And Mike, we've talked about this.
Well, you just made that up.
No, Kendrick is a great.
You just made that up.
No.
What moment did he ever rise to that was like this? Him getting on the stage with Imagine Dragons, a band, is not battling Lupe Fiasco or doing the control verse.
No, I'm just saying he's a moment creator. He's a moment stealer. Like
Oh.
that's what I'm talking about. He with that in mind.
You're gonna get a second term, you know that?
With that in mind, I like Kendrick, but it's close.
Yeah,
It's really close. It's like tomorrow I could wake up and feel like Lupe is gonna win it.
Mm-hmm.
I can go and listen to Murals right now and feel like Lupe is gonna be like,
well, that's the song that I was referring to when I said an 8-minute song of just straight bars that he's going to give Kendrick. I think of Murals.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Yep.
what he's going to give him.
He doesn't even need to go that far.
Hell,
He just do SLR too.
I think Lupe is a top 5 mixtape rapper of all time. He is.
You have said that. You said that a couple times.
Lupe stand. He's just gonna call it SLR4 and demolish him.
Damn it.
You know good and damn well he's not demolishing Kendrick Lamar.
If he
it's not that Kendrick. It won't be that
demolishes him. And this is just off our opinion. Never mind. I was about to give the opinion of other people. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah. When I say demolish, I'm not saying Kendrick's response would suck or it wouldn't be up to par. What I mean is he's hyper focused on this. He's been fixated on this point for 8 years. That's like giving Batman prep time. You gave Lupe prep time about one thing he's been thinking about, because this man right now just sits there, thinks of words that rhyme. Like that's all he does. Like he's not giving you 8 minutes. He's gonna give you 4.5. Just on Kendrick.
He should remix High Definition.
We're not doing that. I wouldn't even listen to that. That's the idea that hit you when you made that face, wasn't it?
Well, he should do Kick Push Part 3.
I will listen to that.
I actually would listen to that as well.
But nah, it probably would be a Super Lupe rap, I think.
Yeah. Super Lupe rap.
You never heard of those, Quill?
I know what SLR is.
Oh, you made it sound like it was foreign. Am I crazy? Did that sound foreign? The way he said it?
Mike, have you heard the SLRs?
SLR. No, I probably haven't.
Listen to the first one and you'll be like, oh, I see why Derek's so fixated on him.
Okay.
Even if you don't see it the same way, you'll understand my view on him.
Okay. Is it? Never mind. I was about to make a bad joke. Go ahead.
So, what do y'all think, viewers, listeners? Who y'all got? Kendrick Lamar, Lupe Fiasco.
Let me look at some group comments.
Yeah, put it in the group. Make it a question in the group.
Yeah.
Well, some people are already chiming in on the post.
Clip this up. Put this clip up, and let's have at it.
Shout out to everybody in the Common Sense hip hop and
sports. Common Sense hip hop and sports. Get on that. Tonsofpotential.com.
Yep.
Get on that.
Mm-hmm.
A listener of the podcast, he's been listening since the first or second episode. He said this would be annoying. Bars versus hype.
Oh.
And I try to be civil because I went to school with him. He actually knows that I like me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to be civil. I said, yeah, but it will appeal to those who actually know the difference. So I'm not worried about the people who are just into hype.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, it'll be like Big Sean and Kendrick. Sean hit Kendrick with bars. Kendrick replied with a track saying little bitch, or how overblown that control verse was. I think he had a little typo, but I see where he's going.
I disagree, but I can see where he's going.
He's been on this wave for a long time. He thinks what I think, but in a less annoyed way. Well, he's in a more annoyed way. I think Kendrick's peaks kind of excuse him when he doesn't bring it. Like when he snaps, we're so fixated on the fact that he snaps. So when he doesn't bring it, we're kind of fine with it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like he honestly doesn't think Control was a good verse, a great verse, I should say. He thinks it was more hype and name calling than actual bars. I don't even remember the verse anymore, but
I would love to hear his take on Ether then.
he's with you.
Okay.
I thought
That's a brother of mine then. So you can't slander him.
I thought the BET freestyle was better than Control verse.
I re-listened to it. I like it, but I don't like it as much as I did in the moment. And I think that lends to what you said. He gets you in the moment, but that doesn't work on me at the age of 29. That worked on me when I was 19.
Some people are moment rappers.
Yeah.
Some people are moment rappers. I think Ludacris is a moment rapper. I also think T.I.'s a moment rapper.
Their moments have come and gone.
I will listen to a Ludacris album today.
I would too. I just wouldn't have a feel on it anymore.
Right.
Because the feeling's gone now for me.
Like food and liquor when we were like what, middle school?
We were not in no
Not
middle
food and
school.
liquor.
Food Liquor came out.
Chicken and what was it? Chicken and beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken and beer. Food and liquor is Lupe. Too much Lupe on the mind.
Yeah.
Chicken and beer.
That's the
that is
impression goats give you.
Damn it.
I'm sick of you.
Ludacris is in my top 10
Top 10 what?
favorites.
Name your 10 favorites real quick.
Okay, Ludacris, Sean.
All right, I'm done. I won't hear them.
You knew that. You knew that though.
No, go ahead.
You walked right into that. You walked right into it.
You knew I
Yeah.
was going to do that.
No, I really didn't.
Oh.
Ludacris, Sean, Wale, Gambino.
You're one of those.
Well, as you can tell, I like punchline rappers.
Might as well just put Cassidy on there.
No, not that kind. Royce, Joel. Damn, it's just Slaughterhouse then at that point. Clearly I ain't write this list down. I'll give y'all one more.
You didn't say Lupe.
Cole. I think Lupe was a given.
Oh.
That's it.
Lupe don't count.
Yeah.
Lupe don't count.
Okay.
Can't say him twice.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know how much I said, but those are the people that come to mind.
Okay. Well, I checked out once you said Sean anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Relax, because you probably...
I'm joking.
I'm about to say, you probably appreciate those people on the list besides him.
Speaking of which, Sean has got the title track for the NBA Finals this year.
That sounds right.
Have you revisited Detroit too? Any of you? Damn it.
Well, you know I did. I actually listen to the guy often.
I mean,
I listen like...
he's in your top 10 favorites. So
I listened to it this morning. It was on my story, but my new car has Apple Play, so I was trying to play it, and then...
Congratulations on your new car.
Thank you. That's what your wife having good credit gets you.
There you go.
Wow.
It's my credit now. We're married.
Like Debo, it's my credit now.
I didn't even mean it like that, but don't they say y'all share? I'm not doing this.
What credit?
But yeah, back to Lupe and Kendrick. I don't mean to downplay Kendrick because he's actually one of my favorites. Also, I should have added Kendrick on the list. I'm tripping, but because he's the reason we started arguing when I said Good Kid, Mad City was as good as Illmatic,
which is still a lie. But yep.
You're the one who wanted the rant that you took back a week later. That
I said To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, and you took it back on the pod like a month later. You don't remember. You look like you remember.
I was doing it just for the pod.
Mike Bayless.
Yep. I was just doing it for the content.
So you know what? Anyway, back to my point. I'm not doing this dance with you.
Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. The Bulls hired Billy Donovan as their next head coach.
That's a good hire.
That makes sense. He'll maximize his players. That makes sense. He had one Jack in Russell Westbrook, so he could deal with Zach LaVine.
At least Zach can shoot.
Okay. All right, we're about to get canceled by the Westbrook fans. If we were famous, we would get aggregated.
He has
So
fans
bad.
still.
Say again?
He has fans still.
People love Westbrook.
They love Westbrook. The tenacity. That gets you by. Tenacity gets you by.
Must be 2 Westbrooks.
Well, so I'm gonna nitpick on Quill's opinion a little bit more. What is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know nothing's wrong with me because Mike shared my opinion and you didn't say nothing. So clearly you only said that as a retort.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Me neither.
Oh, clearly. I'll say what's wrong with him as far as his Kendrick opinion.
Oh.
You know, none of the reasoning you gave was lyrical. You said moment. You are getting a second term, Quill. You're getting a second term. Mike gave you a lyrical reason, a breakdown, and he said, well, Kendrick delivers moments. He rises to the occasion. What does that mean?
What do you mean? What is it? It's exactly what I said it means. He's one of those guys that.
So he's going to win by ether law.
No.
That's what you essentially.
No. He's just one of those guys that's going to be able. He rises to the occasion. He's not one of those guys that's going to be outshined. He's not one of those guys that's going to be outshined.
So that's really the Jay-Z law. Because he got stronger at the ether.
I guess I'll say Nas law because Jay-Z, to your argument, delivered points and bars, and Nas said you look like a camel, which is a moment and it resonates. Because it's like, I get it, I see it.
He actually said dick sucking lips as a man, but continue.
Oops.
Wow.
Y'all got my point.
Yeah.
Y'all got my point. So you're governor of, pick your state.
Idaho.
Oh.
You walked right into that one. You walked right into that one. Because, you know what? I wasn't fed up with your take until the dead silence got me. And I was like, Quill really said that. And you know what? I don't mind when people defend Kendrick's lyricism or anything because he's a great lyricist. Clearly, I think that.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't feel like he gave a lyrical reason.
Well,
You gave a I like Kendrick reason.
To Quill's point, he wants to hear it first before he gives a lyrical reasoning.
I wanted to happen, to be honest. I really wanted to happen. I
Cool.
don't
He needs to hear it first. But at the end of the day, he still gave an opinion, which was wrong.
Damn it.
How am I paying wrong?
Well,
You forced me into it. I didn't want to answer. Mike said I had to answer.
You did. You had to answer. You had no choice. You're on a podcast.
And I said, Derek, you're not going to like my answer. I told you.
Oh, no.
I told you this.
See, you're not listening. You know what? Your name is Nick Smith today.
Damn it.
Because I just said I don't mind you picking Kendrick. It's because, first of all, we don't agree on the way we may listen to lyricism and absorb it. All three of us. I was more stuck on the fact that you said moment this, occasion that. That's just like, what? Like, we're talking, they said, the original tweet said, who's the better lyricist? And you talk about moments. You talk about Imagine Dragons. You talking about BET ciphers.
Between the Lines appearances.
Between the Lines appearances. The time he met Elmo in Elmo's World.
Fucking hate y'all. You didn't peep though. You didn't peep where I did what I did with that.
Uh-oh.
I said I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
What?
That was better than the disabled bar.
Wow. No, that's Kendrick. That's a Kendrick bar.
At least it
See,
wasn't.
that's why he's gonna lose. That's why he's gonna lose. That trash right there is why he's gonna lose. And Quill gonna be like, you see what he did there?
Damn it.
Unfortunately, I did.
Didn't Kendrick got a line for that? Now I'm just gonna go full on Skip Bayless. Quill Bayless here. Didn't Kendrick have a line for say? He said, "You either corny or an opportunist."
I wish I had cricket sound effects. I mean, no, he could really rap. Like, he's the total package. Delivery, flow. I just think once you throw the question of lyricism out there, and you throw Lupe into it, that's walking someone into an L. Kendrick's just the right person to do it because he can really rap, but I still think he loses.
I want to see it.
I do want to see it. I'll stop picking on you now. I'll stop forcing the content.
All right. Well, what we gonna do? A little bit of NBA, then we get out of here.
Yeah.
Might as well.
AD hit the game winner on him, huh?
Yeah, Lakers stole. I would say the Lakers stole the Nuggets' heart, but then again, the Nuggets have made a habit of coming back, so you just don't know with them.
They feel comfortable right now. They might like this. They might feel real comfortable. I do think the Nuggets are going to win one of the next two games. I mean, shit, they have to win one of the next two games.
I think they're tying the series.
They could. I really think that Boston and why am I blanking on who the fuck they're playing? Miami. Boston and Miami. Who knew the white man coming back and lay up on everybody with the equality on the back of their jerseys was going to be, the monkey wrench in the series.
Boston should be looking for a sweep right now. This is ridiculous.
Oh, that series is over.
Damn it.
Because Miami, remember I texted y'all, I was like, Miami doesn't look comfortable against Boston, even though they're hanging in. That comfort to me is a big deal when watching a series.
I love a team that doesn't give up.
That's the thing. They could overcome my rule I have. Like, they could be the one that throws that rule out the window.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
Jimmy Butler's due to play well.
They play tonight?
Tomorrow, I think.
So if Boston wins that game, you think this series is over?
There's a toss-up, but I think Miami wins tomorrow night and win in 6.
Stick with your finals pick with Miami.
So you got.
I'm more impressed with them than I thought I'd be.
I got Boston in 7 still.
Okay.
I got Boston winning. And I got Boston, and I got the Lakers.
I got the Lakers.
And no Kyle Lewis. This is not any conspiracy, any rigged shit. This is.
I got the Lakers in 5. Okay. I think the Nuggets magic runs out. So
Jokic is playing like best center in the league. Just saying.
I don't know.
Hey, and he doesn't have to kill on offense to do it. He's, the thing with Jokic, he's such a generational talent, and I hate to throw that around loosely. He's a generational talent as it's weird because you don't expect a big to be that good of a passer. He's a generational talent as a passer and his floor vision.
He's what the bonus was supposed to be.
Right. I feel like we get spoiled almost with how good he is in that role. He's not by all means, he's not an offensive juggernaut, not like a scorer, but he's smart. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's just passes are silly out there. It's ridiculous.
And Jamal Murray is a baller. He is a baller.
I was off of Murray for a while, and he's.
I was never a real fan either.
He's maturing. He's definitely maturing. I like him a lot.
It's always hit or miss with them Kentucky boys, because you really can't. Because I watch college basketball, you really can't judge them because there's so many great players on one team that you really can't analyze any of them because they're all out there playing, less minutes than what they would play if they played for like Arkansas State.
Right.
So you really can't judge these players, but he's a baller, man. These players are ballers. I love Michael Porter Jr. I just don't think he fits in that system. He could be trade bait in the offseason if they're looking for.
They get a haul. They would get a haul for him.
Yeah. I mean, but we've seen it before. A guy play his first year. Well, technically, it's his second year somewhere, and he's gone in that off season because he just doesn't fit well with the coach, and he goes somewhere else and he becomes a baller. So, I mean,
What happened with So is Will Barton not playing? Is he hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just don't remember. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah. I think he's on 52nd Street right now selling oils. He's selling the
White Amber.
Michael Porter Jr. Essential oils. They all smell the same, by the way.
But no, you're right. Jokic looks like the best center. And he does it even though he's a cream puff in post-up defense. Team defense, he's not bad. But post-up defense, he's not the guy you want guarding an offensive center, so to speak. You definitely want to be aggressive with him. That's why Embiid always does well against him, because he has no chance of guarding Joel.
He doesn't even try sometimes.
Well, Embiid's in Hulu commercials, and Jokic is getting ready for the game tonight.
No, don't do that. Those commercials are old.
They're still happening.
All right, Mike Bayless.
Is he not in the commercials?
You're making it sound like he got sent home days started recording the commercials.
He got time to record another one, throw a mask on.
Mike has tough love for Joel Embiid. For viewers, Mike loves Joel Embiid, but he just gets frustrated because
I'm very critical.
He's critical, and that's okay. He really does like Joel. He likes Joel a lot. We've been there. We were there for the famous Euro step that he put on Vooch. That's still the greatest big man move I've ever seen in person.
I liked when he did the Euro step against the Lakers.
That was disrespectful. That was very disrespectful. But what he did to Vooch, we were sitting under the basket.
Oh, so that hit different.
On that actual end when he did that, and we're just looking at each other like, that's exactly.
Mike, I have a question. How does it feel to have a tier 2 star who gets paid like a lot?
Who's Aaron Gordon?
No, so Vooch.
You think he's tier 2?
Oh no,
I think he's tier 3.
Maybe. I just know he's not tier 1.
Oh yeah, tier 3 still has all stars in it.
Okay.
He was going to get that money regardless.
You kind of need the asset.
Yeah, you have to pay him because of what happened. He was an all-star. They made the playoffs. They won a playoff game, even though he played like shit in the playoffs. But he has a trade-friendly contract too.
Right.
Because it's front loaded.
Vooch is kind of in that position now where he's almost in that gray area where he's good enough to where you almost have to max him. He doesn't quite deserve the max money, but he's at the point now where you almost gotta max him.
No, what I'm saying is talent-wise.
No, I agree. Yeah. I just had to point that out so no one.
No, he is better than Tobias Harris, but talent. That's what Tobias Harris does in the contract year, which he seems like he.
He didn't have a good contract year anyway. He had an okay contract year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be a Philly guy who just dismisses everything. Mm-hmm. It wasn't good enough for that money.
Yeah. But
it was good enough to have a job in the NBA.
Yeah. But the problem is he must have a really good agent. And that's what fans forget about is the agents negotiating this stuff.
That's true, but the Sixers need to have some balls and be like, go get that somewhere else.
But then the problem was they wasn't going to lose out on both players that they just traded for within the last 3 months.
I prefer that. I would prefer that.
The ownership, you
gave up too many. You gave up too many assets to let them walk for free.
That's what we say. GMs in 2000 suck because they just did not evaluate talent or they overpaid the weirdest people. And this age is the idea of, oh, we already poured all this into him. Don't pour more into him then. You made a mistake and double down.
They had to.
Yeah, the issue is that's what you traded for. So you have to. The Jimmy Butler thing, they did that trade for insurance that Jimmy walks.
I get that.
That's what it was all for. So
let me tell you something.
I get what you mean.
No. I'm saying something different.
Okay.
If I was the one who had to take Tobias Harris to the airport because he didn't sign the Sixers because they had the balls to let him walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I would take you on my new car. If that somehow broke down, I will walk him to the airport. I would rent a bike to take him. I want no parts. Not because he's a good player, actually. He's a good player.
But now the issue is, Derek, you lose out on that money to sign somebody in free agency because you don't recoup that money back.
What do you mean?
Cap hold. It's a cap hold.
It's a cap hold.
Oh.
So you basically lose like roughly 10, like around like 10, close to 10, $15 million in your cap.
I would spend the other people. Like I would prefer to have Seth Curry than him.
Well,
not
now
big money.
What?
You because it's a sign and trade with Butler for Richardson. So now you got Richardson.
I keep Richardson. I take Curry. I rather allocate the money to lesser pieces, but multiple pieces, than to put it on to Tobias Harris. Like sometimes you gotta take the L.
They really put the freed money to Horford.
Right.
Oh, another mistake. I just say allocate all that money to other pieces if you can. Or am I not understanding this correctly?
The issue is they weren't getting free agents in. That was the problem.
Kind of hard to do that when your team makeup's crazy looking.
Well, not even that. They know the Sixers also don't have the money.
Wait. Why did we sign Horford then if we didn't have money?
Well, we had the money for one guy, and it was kind of the Horford deal. There was whispers about that being done like a week before free agency started. So everybody knew.
Well, I see what y'all saying, but I don't think y'all understand that I'm saying like the fact that the deal was done before free agency starts is the problem. That is like that's incompetence at its finest. What are you gonna do with Al Horford? Boston's doing just as good at the center position with some guy who only seen play like twice last year. I'm joking. I watched him play a lot, but still, Al Horford's a name.
I didn't like Al Horford signing the moment it happened. You can ask Will. No, I said it's not gonna work. It makes no sense.
It makes sense if he was cheap.
It definitely didn't make sense for the money.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with free agency and having a bunch of money. You have to spend like 80% of it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, why don't you overpay other pieces?
Because you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them if it don't work.
You can't get rid of who? What?
You're supposed. How it's supposed to go is you throw it all on one person, not three people. Not scattered through three people, because to Quill's point, it's harder to trade two out of the three than it is to just trade that one guy. It'll be easier to trade Horford. You're just taking another bad contract back.
That's why I always say that Buddy Hield contract looks real good for the Sixers.
But you're giving up picks at that point.
What picks? Do we got picks?
Yeah.
Whatever picks you have, you have.
The Sixers had the most picks in the draft this year. They had 5.
Second round?
They have 4 second rounders, including 2 high.
3 of them getting traded. 3 of them getting traded.
But Derek, though, this year with a draft with no stars, teams want those lower first round picks and into the second round picks. They don't want those guys because they got to pay them more. So
I see what you're saying. It's just
the
like
salary cap is dropping.
And then also
everything here is just so
The
The
Sixers
Sixers
have
are in a fuck situation.
the Sixers
I-
have they have the 21st pick. They had the OKC pick. One trade trip people aren't talking about. Well, talking about enough is people going to want that Zaire contract because that should be ending soon, right?
Zaire
Soon,
Smith.
another year.
Ah,
So it's one of those things like that. That's a chip. People talking about Thibault. You really want to avoid trying to trade. I'd trade Shake before I traded Thibault, but Thibault's their most valuable asset right now.
What are you gonna do with Thibault? Like, he can't dribble. He can kind of shoot.
Well, he shot 35%. The metrics show that he will improve as a shooter. He's probably going to be the better version of Covington, maybe. I think he's stickier. He's stickier as an on-ball defender than Covington was. Covington couldn't really stay in front of anybody. Covington's great in the team defense concept. Matisse is incredibly valuable. Outside of Simmons and Embiid, he's their number one trade chip because people look at him. He has first team all defense for years written all over him.
in the right situation.
In the right situation, he's gonna be. If he projects, if his jump shot improves, I mean, really, he got hurt and then went into a slump after he got hurt. The guy can easily shoot 38, 39% from three with an improvement.
Is that your optimism turning to fact?
No, it's just projection. It's
Okay.
just a projection. I mean, he projects to be a really good shooter. He improved as a shooter in Washington. He's improved. He's improved his form. He looks to be that kind of guy. That's what the reports are saying.
Okay.
From him.
It's
He's going
hard
to
for
be a
the
very valuable
for the
3-and-D
Sixers
guy.
to find a coach, man. It's going to be really hard for them to find trades.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look how hard it is to find a coach.
Right. It's going to be next to impossible, like, to get rid of Horford. You have no leverage. Every team knows you have to get rid of Horford.
So you're only getting a bad deal back. That's it.
And ask for the moon. They're going to ask for the moon, the stars, and the sun in any deal with Al Horford. So it'll
All right.
be interesting to see.
Closing remarks. Let's get out of here.
Let's start with Slanger. What's going on?
Only certain rappers could take Lupe lyrically. Kendrick's not one of them.
Fair. Go ahead, Quill.
Me, closing remarks. Off topic. Been playing the Tony Hawk Pro Skater demo. It's pretty good. I'm not the demo, the remake of 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all haven't gotten that yet, and we're into that as kids, get it.
How much?
It's $39.99 for the regular and $49.99 for the deluxe. I got the deluxe.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. The skin, the physics are upgraded, obviously, to look like today. All the maps look fantastic and are pretty similar to what they were back in the day. I think it's really cool. Your boy pre-ordered that PS5, so I'm ready. I'm rocking and rolling. It's going to be great. November the 12th. For y'all who PS5 really fucked it up. So for anybody who wants to pre-order, be on the lookout because they were supposed to go live the next day, but ended up going live that night for pre-orders, and it screwed a lot of people over. So PS5 is vowed to increase units coming in to increase pre-orders. So look out for pre-orders coming y'all's way soon. Stay tuned. Keep Amazon and Best Buy and Target and Walmart and all of them on your favorites list in case you're trying to secure that. I think Xbox came out today as well, the Xbox pre-order. So y'all might want to get on those for the gamers. That's my take.
All right. First of all, arrest the police that killed Breonna Taylor. Also, happy 28th birthday to Redman's debut album, The album. Phenomenal album sonically. If none of y'all ever heard it, please listen to it. The samples are incredible. It's like listening to your mom's car rides with your mom all over again.
Oh, okay.
Just with rapping on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
What else? This week is Lil Wayne's birthday coming up, and he's releasing a deluxe version of the Carter 5 with the original song from the original Carter 5. I wish he would keep it to himself. We don't want it.
I'll listen to that.
I won't.
Okay.
And he should keep it to himself. And also, I'm on an EPMD deep dive. So I'm on the second album now. It's a bunch of business, and only people who listen to EPMD will get that reference.
First time, or just you're re-listening?
This is my first time.
Okay, I didn't grow up any EPMD, so I'm blind.
Yeah,
I know they're a big deal, but I have no background.
I'll have to refer to my mama.
Yeah,
because she's my resident hip hop historian, and
Oh, that's cool.
I'll get back to y'all because I know she had for a fact she had some EPMD in the house, so I'm gonna holler at her and see what her take is, and I'll get a listen. It's on Tidal, Mike.
Yep. Oh, there.
Cool. We'll listen.
I'm on
All right.
the second album now, so we'll see everybody next week. Drive safely. Hopefully, you listen to us on one of our streaming platforms.
We're still moving all the content to YouTube.
Shout out to all the independent podcasters out there. Don't sell
Just
your
independent hustlers online too.
Yeah. Don't sell your
Sell yourself short.
Be a partner. Don't be an employee.
Dame taught us that.
So for Avatar slang, you can't say the slang without ang, and for the many named Mike Moolah, Money himself.
Can't say super without head. Wow,
Wowzers. My name is Quill Will. This has been the Three Guys with Common Sense podcast episode. I don't fucking know.
Can't say Mike without money.
There we go. And we out.
Can't say Scrooge without McDuck. See y'all.
Oh my gosh. Like there's no Ebenezer.